Hello. Hello, you guys. Good evening. How y'all feeling tonight on this good Wednesday? How are your weeks going? Can you turn that down just a little bit more? Greetings, greetings. I'm just waiting on a couple more people to jump in the room if they're going to jump in the room. If not, then we will get started. I just ate, so I'm trying to make sure I don't have anything in my teeth. Hey, Tiffany. How you doing tonight? Hey, Odyssey. Hey. All right. Hello, everyone. I guess I will go ahead and get started. There's enough people in here now. I just want to feel the room first. How y'all feeling? What y'all feeling like tonight? Tiffany said peaceful. That's good. That's a good feeling. It's really nothing. Hey, Z. All right, y'all. So currently we are in last quarter moon period. This is the time where we are transitioning from all the emotional upheaval, all the release of the full moon, and we're really reviewing where we are before we. Zenobia said my mind is racing. Girl, tell me about it. Before we go into the new moon and plant these new seeds. So we really facing the things that we need to face right now, coming to terms with the truths that have been put in front of our faces, and readjusting, to the things that have come to light before we go into this new period. The new moon is on the 17th. So we have about 7 days before the new moon comes through, so you have some time to really finalize things. And then with that energy being in Gemini, it's a very intellectual space. So we're all in our head, we're all in our thoughts. We're very airy at this point where we want things to flow mentally before they can flow any other way. And things kind of have to make sense to us more than anything. And if it doesn't, then we need to readjust. Gia said, I'm over it. I'm getting into it with everyone. People keep trying me way more now. It's a little unusual. Girl, it's normal for the way that the astrology is aligning during this time. But yeah, we really want to finalize and wrap these things up before the new moon, before we plant these new intentions. I'm just reading my notes. Oh, forgiveness. So I feel like there's a lot of things coming up, like from the past, for myself and a lot of people that I've spoken with, where like someone wronged you or someone put you into like a awkward position, and you kind of like cut the person off, or you let them go, or whatever. You kind of rolled over it, and you said that you forgave the person, but like really every once in a while these feelings come back up and they resurface, and it's like, if I were to see you, I don't know if I want to put my hands on you or not. Like, I thought I had evolved beyond that, but the way I'm feeling, I don't know. So if you still feel that, I don't know, if that means that the anger, the resentment, the hatred, the hurt is still lingering, and you really want to let those things go and release that, and like forgive the person, forgive yourself for being in that situation, and just whoosh, release that shit like water. That was real country, but y'all know what I mean. Hey, Janae. So yeah, that was the last thing that I wanted to touch on regarding this last quarter moon Gemini. The sun is in Virgo right now, so we're all gonna be paying attention to details, trying to get our shit in order, trying to get organized. We're gonna be working on presentation, how we're presenting ourselves, how we're presenting our products, how we're presenting our work. And communication, how we're relating, the conversations that we're having, what we're gaining from these conversations, how we feel after these conversations, all things that we're going to be paying attention to while the sun is in Virgo. Also, while the sun is in Virgo, it really urges you to really ground yourself, come back down to earth, and see what's right in front of you in terms of details, not just what's in your mind in terms of details. Does that make sense, y'all? I hope that makes sense. So yeah, Mercury in Libra right now, that's going to energize the sun in Virgo energy with these communications, making conversations a little more rational, a little more easy, a little more relatable. Just productive communication overall with Mercury and Libra. It really pushes us to be objective. Y'all know Libra has the scales. And see things from all sides, but not at the expense of indecision, not at the expense of straddling the fence when we know we need to act. So you'll want to be mindful not to pause too long, make the decision, take the action. Don't just keep yourself in limbo just to do it, make sure that you have a valid reason for doing that. Venus moved from Cancer to Leo. We are being idealists as it relates to our relationships with Venus and Leo. We want all the romance, we want all the attention, we want all the affection, we want just like all the fluff as it relates to relationships, but we really don't want to deal with the depth and the work. So in this time, if you're in a relationship, make sure that you're mindful of not to let your pride get in your way right now, not to be starting arguments that don't need to be had. And balance your tendency towards extravagance. You want to be humble in your relationship to a certain degree, and make sure that you're giving the things that you're asking for, first of all, but also respecting your partner's space and understanding that every single moment that they may not be pouring attention into you or doing what you want them to do is not exactly a direct personal dig at you. Does that make sense, y'all? Sometimes stuff just be flowing out of my mouth and I'll be knowing if I make sense, so I be hoping that it makes sense. Odyssey, why are you looking at me like that? What you got going on over there? So yeah, that's pretty much Venus and she said I feel attacked. Listen, my moon is in Leo, y'all. I know all about it. I feel attacked too. Don't feel bad. But my Venus is in Scorpio, so that's just a whole nother situation right there. But yeah, so that's pretty much Venus in Leo in a nutshell. Saturn and Jupiter are still in Capricorn, demanding order, demanding discipline, demanding realism, demanding work out that ass. You're not going to get away without doing the work, period. Saturn is still in retrograde, and then Mars just went into retrograde, so that's about to be a whole situation that I will cover for you guys at a later time, how Mars retrograde is affecting Saturn retrograde. But I am going to talk about Mars retrograde tonight. Girl, yes. Get this message, honey. Odyssey said, I'm over here thinking about walking away from things, so you talking to me. So yeah, Saturn and Jupiter still in Capricorn. We need to go ahead and get that order. Virgo's also calling for that order. Get the discipline together. Be real with yourself. and make sure that you're doing the work. Okay. Uranus is still in Taurus, shaking things up, shaking up our stability, causing us to detach from our material possessions as it relates to just our means of stability. I feel like we have gotten to a point in our society where we kind of have to pay to exist to a certain degree, and it's kind of like the more things that we acquire, the more equity that we have, the more property that we have, the more followers we have, the more people that we have around us, the more cars we have, the more land we have. It's just like that's the way that we value ourselves and value our success in this current time. And Uranus in Taurus is a energy that shakes that up, because Taurus is a sign of stability as it relates to possession. Okay, so that's how Taurus works. If you know a Taurus, you know that they're going to make sure that their house is in order. They're going to make sure that their bills are paid for the most part. And if they don't have any bills, then they just going to make sure that they keep money and keep the things that they want. That's just Taurus energy overall. So with Uranus being in Taurus, it's uncomfortable. Okay, so it's like, I don't really want to be here, and I have to make these things shake and move. And so it's making us, that especially us earth signs that are used to being slow, steady, to the point, methodical about our goals, it's making us look at stability and security in a different way. It's telling us, okay, you think that your work is everything, but really it's your attitude. It's telling y'all fire signs, look, you think that just because you can start this project, start that project, that you're bomb, but you're not finishing anything. You're not mastering anything. So what are you doing? Let's go ahead and get this in order. It's telling the air signs, hey, come back down to earth. What's real? What's in front of you? Let's focus. So it's really an energy of shifting our perception as it relates to our possessions. We need to detach from identifying with what we own. Because at the end of the day, when we die, we can't take none of this shit with us. And as we travel, the only thing that we can take with us is money. I mean, you can pack your clothes or whatever, but really you're traveling with just yourself and the experience. So y'all need to remember that you are still you. You are still of value. You are still important. You are still deserving. No matter what your possessions are. No matter what you own. No matter how many followers you have. No matter who likes your pictures. Like, you're still you, and you're still important. You still have a purpose here. Okay? I just want to remind y'all of that. And that's what this energy, Uranus and Taurus, really is coming in and telling you. Release the attachment that you have to these possessions, because it does not define your stability. It does not define your security. It should not define your structure. Period. Okay, we did those. Now, Mars in Aries. I've been talking about Mars in Aries for a while, and now Mars has gone into retrograde. This is a very rare retrograde to happen, so I just want to let y'all know, I've been telling y'all this for the past, I don't know, 2 months or so, that this is the calm before the storm. Y'all need to get ready. Y'all think a lot of things are happening now. This is only the beginning. I keep telling y'all that, and I'm just getting more and more and more and more signs that that's exactly what's going to happen. So y'all need to be prepared. Get yourself ready, stay prayed up, stay protected, make sure that your house is in order. That's all I'm going to say. But with this Mars in Aries retrograde, we are impulsive, we are impatient, we are self-centered, because we feel like we can't take the initiative that we want to take. We feel like blocked off from the things that we want to do, and everything just feels a little bit more difficult. There's a lot more resistance in the air. So you are going to be clashing with people. People are going to be trying you. You are going to feel like people playing on your top, basically, because that's just the energy that this Mars retrograde is bringing. It's asking us Instead of taking action that's so methodical all the time, um, and thinking about what we're doing, we're acting just to move, just to prove something to somebody else, and we need to slow or prove people wrong, and we need to slow down, and really review what what sparks initiation in us, what causes us to want to take action, to want to move, what sparks that desire and that inspiration. And if you feel like the thing that sparks your inspiration is triggering or toxic, you need to figure that out and work through that. um This energy is also asking you to review the way that you defend yourself and ask yourself if it's working in your favor or not. So if you're someone who deflects, you may be someone who's passive aggressive. You may like to manipulate situations to go the way that you want them to go. You may completely shut down from situations. You may cut people completely off. However it is that you defend yourself, you need to review that and ask yourself, is it working for me? Do I feel like I'm growing through this energy? Um, we're realizing that this time that the competition that we think we're in, this rat race that we think we're in, where we're competing with everyone else, where we have to be compared to everyone else, you're in competition with yourself. And now is the time when all that energy is going to be internalized, where you realize that the competition is for you. You realize that you're trying to top your best self, and you start directing your energy towards that instead of directing your energy towards doing better than the next person or doing better than what you think people see you as doing. um we've been in rebellion against ourselves, and we're also going to realize that we've been lashing out at some people that are close to us. We've been letting go of people, jobs, situations, and opportunities, thinking that we're rebelling against the system. In all actuality, we're rebelling against ourselves in the process that we need to go through in order to be led to surrender. We don't want to surrender, and I keep telling y'all that. um So yeah, how can you outshine yourself? That's what this retrograde is basically going to challenge you to ask. Um, I did create a Mars in retrograde spread, which we're going to be doing at the end of the live. The questions are areas of your life where Mars lessons have had the most self-destructive impact, challenges you're being called to rise to, um, where is fear haunting you, how can you face your fear head on and embrace surrender at this time? What aspects from the past are resurfacing? What strategies can you adopt for authentic, decisive action? And what area of action will slow down? Where can you expect to be met with chaos? And then additional guidance and considerations. So we're going to be doing that at the end of the live. Before we get into that, do you guys have any questions? Does everything I said make sense? Does anyone want to give a comment on how they've been feeling these energies that I just spoke of? Let's get it popping. I'll wait on y'all to comment and take me a sip. I'll be right back. I'm about to go get me an allergy pill, y'all. Y'all know I gotta take my allergy pills. I ain't taking one today. I don't like taking pills. Thank y'all. Aren't they pretty? I thought so too. Janae said, I've been feeling blah the past couple of days. Girl, me too. Thank you. Who in my cup? It's just some champagne in my cup. Well, I had some red wine, so like it was at the end of my red wine bottle. So like it was a little bit of red wine in my cup. And then I just put some champagne in there because I only had a little bit of red wine left. But that's what's in my cup. Hello. You sip, I sip. They do look very pretty from the top. Yeah, I saw them and I was like, need. Had to get them. All right, y'all. Y'all ain't got no questions for me tonight? This y'all final call for questions. I don't know if I want to use my Afro Arcanas deck or if I want to use my Light Seers deck. I love this deck, but I use it all the time and it's so big. My hands be hurting sometimes. I'm gonna have some wine with my Chick-fil-A. Thank you. Janae said to use the Light Seers. You just want me to use that one because you have that one. Have you been even
use the Light Seers
testing it out?
I go with Janae.
Y'all, my girlfriend got me this one, so the Light Seers, so she always want me to use that one. Have you been using your deck? Hey. Hello, love. She said, yes, I have. That's good. I'm feeling like I'm reevaluating every aspect of myself. Is this what the phase is? Yeah, absolutely. This is time for review, reevaluation, rebirth. Faux show. And just depending on like what your aspects are in your birth chart, I know that you're a Capricorn, so just Saturn being in retrograde in Capricorn, Jupiter being in Capricorn, and then this Sun in Virgo energy, we're reviewing a lot. We're reevaluating a lot. We just feel like we just need to get everything together, and nothing that we do is enough and right now. But it's okay. We just got to be patient with ourselves and be intentional in where we're working and not just burning the candle at both ends. You don't have to do a 1-card spread before doing a 3-card spread. You can start out doing 3-card spreads. When I started doing tarot, I used to just shuffle for myself and ask myself a question for the day, like, what energies is the day gonna bring, or I don't know, whatever is on my heart for the day. And then I would just pull until my heart sees fit. And then I would journal what the cards mean. And then I would try to put the pieces together until I figured out like my own system of how to understand the cards and make the connections. So you don't have to be limited to just 1 card. I would say start out with 3 cards. And then if you feel like pulling more, you can pull more. When you get more advanced, then you can start doing 1-card spreads. Unless you just want to pull like a card of the day. That's different. Brain never shut off. I don't know my birth chart. I'll have to look it up. Yes, look it up. But yeah, you're going to be feeling overwhelmed mentally in this time. Us earth signs are. It's just the stars. Yeah. You got to try that. Since your movie went off, can you put on some music for the end of my life? No? You don't love me? Yeah, she can't stand me. All right, y'all didn't ask me no questions, so I am going to go ahead and shuffle for this um Aries reading. It was something else I wanted to talk to y'all about tonight, and I did not write it down, so I cannot remember, but maybe it will come back to me. If it doesn't, then I'll just randomly pop up on live. Oh, I did want to tell y'all. So I'm updating it on my website tonight, the Moon Momentum. But what the Moon Momentum is you can pay your $44.44 for the month. If you want to just make it an even 45, you can, but it says $44.44 on the website. And that's gonna give you your new moon, full moon, last quarter moon, and first quarter moon readings. As y'all know, I'm always creating new spreads, so it'll be particular to the sign if you start coming to me monthly. But at first, I like to keep it general just so we can see where you are. So y'all can get that. You paid at the beginning of the month, and then you just let me know when you want to schedule your stuff, and I'll let you know what dates the full and new moon are, and you can schedule accordingly. So y'all will be able to book that on my website. Also, I posted a poll about dates for Tea Time in Tarot, which is an event where you can do private readings with me. Well, it's not really private, it's in a group, but it's a private group. And then I give y'all a little bit more in-depth on astrology. I give you guys a more in-depth collective reading. And we just chit-chat and we do readings and we have tea.
I'm not making it.
Bae, you are making my tea. Stop. Why you always have to talk shit? Anyways, she is making my tea, per usual. She said there's a coin shortage, so round to 45. Okay, I got you. I can do that. But yeah, I posted a poll for that. The dates were Friday, September 18th, 7:30, Sunday, September 20th, 7:30, or Thursday, September 24th at 8 p.m. A lot of people said Thursday, and then Sunday was second. I'm gonna post the two, and then y'all can let me know which y'all prefer, and then I'm gonna drop the tickets. I'm not doing two again. I'm only doing one this month. Okay, you guys? So please help me out. So yeah, there's that. Y'all can book last quarter moon readings or new moon readings right now for $11.11. Truth and transformation readings are $40. It's a very comprehensive 13 question spread, and then I also give you leeway to ask a couple more questions. Now is also a good time to do facing demons. This is just if you don't know what you want to ask and you need a spread, but y'all can always book general readings with me for $40, relationship readings for $40. So yeah, that's it. Thank you, Jay. Y'all, I just love y'all. I love y'all. If I could like hug y'all right now, I really would. But yeah, that is about it as far as business announcements. Oh, just watch my story, okay? Because I have something special surprise for y'all. Y'all probably will see it tomorrow. So watch my story. Oh yeah, Odyssey, thank you. She said facing demons is set up. No, it's not. It's truthful. You will feel dragged after the reading, but it's truthful. Oh my God, boo, I'm glad you finally got this new job. But yes, get the Wounded Healer reading. That's a new reading that I'm offering about Chiron and Chiron retrograde. It really tells you where your pain points are, how your Mars and Venus placements affect those pain points, how you can navigate through certain blocks as it relates to your triggers and your pain. and what to expect during this Chiron retrograde with your Chiron retrograde reading. The reading is only $40. That's it for right now. Only $40. But I probably will go up on the price. So y'all need to go ahead and book that now. I am also about to offer a new moon reading. Not new moon, but like a moon reading that I haven't been doing. Where I read your moon sign. I tell you about the phase of the moon that you were born in and what that means for you. I'll tell you about your dark moon, Lilith, and how that plays out for you. And then we'll talk about the current moon transit and how they affect you. And then you get your general reading included with that. I think I'm going to charge $60 for those. So those will probably be up on my website between tonight and tomorrow. I'll probably just do it tonight while I'm updating this moon momentum. And then I will post, of course, like I always do. So y'all will see that. But I do have a surprise for y'all, so y'all can look out on my story for the surprise. And y'all better buy it. That's all I gotta say. Period. I don't have a name for it yet. Do y'all want to help me name it? My moon reading? I haven't named it yet. I don't know. I want something like cute and catchy, but including the word moon. But like I don't know. Hey T. Hello to everyone just joining. All right, Odyssey, I got you. Moonlight, maybe. I don't know. I don't know about that one. Moonlight magic. Maybe that. Maybe moonlight magic. All right, y'all. Oh, let me flip the page. Hang on. All right, so areas of your life where Mars lessons have had the most self-destructive impact. Death. You know why? Ooh, I like that. Mystic moon reading. You're going to have to message that to me so I can remember. You know why this card is coming up? Because no one wants to surrender to the rebirth process. No one wants to detach. No one wants to really let go and allow themselves to be fully reborn and realize that you can't bring certain parts of your old self into the reborn part of yourself. You can't bring certain people that were with you into this rebirth that you've gone through. And you don't allow things to die. And so you're constantly rebelling and resisting against the detachment and the death process. Thank you. See, she texted me that real quick. You're constantly rebelling and resisting against the death process. When in reality, you need to be surrendering to it. And that is the area of your life where Mars has had the most self-destructive impact. I feel like I've been talking to y'all about rebirth for the past 2 weeks. So for this to come up in this position, woo! I don't know. Y'all tell me what y'all think. Challenges you're being called to rise to. For that, you have the Four of Swords. Clear out your energy. Take the time to rest. Take the time to heal. Take the time to restructure and rebalance before you go out here trying to fight everything and fight everybody. And just take action and be impulsive and take action and be impulsive. Just rest and relax. It's going to be hard for you to do that because there's things coming up where you feel like you got to move. You got to go. You got to think. But just relax, surrender, release, let go, rest. Y'all see her on this cloud? Where is the fear haunting you? The Seven of Cups. Y'all don't want to take the emotional assessment. Y'all don't want to figure out what cups you need to let go. Y'all don't want to walk away from the emotional attachments and bondage that you need to walk away from. You don't want to turn away from the emotional toxicity that you need to turn away from. You're scared because you feel like there won't be another cup to take that place. You're scared because you feel like you'll have an emptiness, a void inside of you. And let me just tell you, you either going to do it on your own or it's going to happen regardless. How can you face your fear head on and embrace surrender in this time? The Page of Swords. Trust your intuition. Don't be so caught up in history and practicality and logic. Sometimes just trust how you feel, because when you don't, you end up in situations where your hands are behind your back and you can't take action. So just trust the freshness of your mind. Trust your curiosity. Trust your need to explore and celebrate yourself, okay? What aspects from the past are resurfacing? The King of Pentacles. Financial discipline. Financial order. Structure and balance as it relates to your wealth. Thank you guys. I love this deck too. It's called the Afro Goddess Arcana deck. But yeah. The things that are resurfacing from the past are financial issues. Issues about confidence and security and stability. Maybe even a man that represented this force in your life. What strategies can you adopt for authentic, decisive action? The Page of Wands. Be ambitious. Be curious in your pursuits. Be innovative and be passionate. Don't just do shit to do shit. Do it because you feel it in your spirit, in your heart. Do it because it's fun to you, regardless of how other people feel about it. What area of action will slow down during this time? The Hanged Man. That means our processing, our thought processing is going to slow down. So we're not going to be able to take action as fast as we normally do because our analytical process is going to slow down. Our process of reprioritizing, our process of releasing the addictions, releasing the cycles, it's going to slow down with the Hanged Man coming through. Where can we expect to be met with chaos? Did I not pull a card for that? Let me pull one more card, y'all. I can't leave you alone. Did y'all see that? I just dropped half the damn deck. Y'all, it doesn't matter what I wear. It can be bras, swimsuits, shirts, anything with straps. Like, if they just doesn't stay up. Okay. Where can we expect to be met with chaos? The Nine of Pentacles. That means that we can expect to be met with chaos as it relates to our stability, security, our means of fulfillment and happiness and pleasure. Maybe we can't go out as much as we like to. Maybe there's not as much food and materials as available as normal. Maybe the people that we need are not as available. Maybe the funds that we need are not as available. It's going to be chaotic. So you need to plan and prepare for that to happen. I know this card looks beautiful and peaceful, but the question is, where will I be met with chaos? At your center of happiness and stability and security and peace. At your material resolution, which the Nine of Pentacles represents. Are y'all following me? Okay, additional guidance and considerations. Inner path. You will survive this. New solutions and beginnings along the way. Empathetic starseed. Energetic sovereignty. Absorbing what's not yours. Make sure that you are not absorbing what's not yours during this time. We don't have no room for that. Cleanse your energy. Smudge yourself. Take a bath. Take a shower. Wash it off in the shower. Do what you need to do to keep your energy protected and clean. Okay? Don't be absorbing all this bullshit that's out here. The golden children. Inner child healing. Tenderness. Innocence. Rare gifts. As children, we're so innocent, we're so aware, and we're so open, and we need to go back to that because Mother Earth is calling for that right now. In our mind, being so caught up in the physicality of this matrix, we gonna get caught up in the wrong place. Okay? So make sure that you are going back to this place of your inner child. And your innocence and tapping into your gifts, your psychic gifts especially. Everybody has them. It's just a matter of you tuning into it and trusting your intuition, okay? Lastly, lifting the veil. Hello, I keep telling y'all, shit's being revealed, shit's popping off, truths are coming up. Lifting the veil, there we go. Questioning everything. Anything unaligned must go. It gotta go. We're going through a rebirth, a purge. Everything must die so that we can continue to live, period. Everything that's not aligned with what's to come, with the energies that will be demanding our method of surrender, it must go, okay? So get ready for the fight because this stuff does not want to be removed. And in the process, some of us are going to be casualties. Okay? So get ready. Protect yourself. Protect your household. Say your prayers. Whatever you got to do. If you've been having the urge to purge and get rid of shit, do it. If you've been having the urge to fast and not eat as much, do it. If you've been having the urge to drink more water, do it. Go outside more often while you can. Do it. Stop worrying about the Instagrams and the Facebooks and the image and the popularity. We are definitely in a time of spiritual warfare, intellectual warfare. And y'all need to be aware of what your energy is going to, what you're putting your time into, what you're allowing to seep into your mind and your thoughts, what you're consuming. And yes, I said casualties, meaning some of us not gonna make it. If you don't necessarily die, you're gonna feel dead because you're not gonna be able to live in the way that you're used to living. And I keep saying this to y'all, and I don't know if y'all hear me or not, but this is just the ramp up, the calm before the storm. So get ready and get with the people that you love. Stop trying to be so hard and, oh, I'm 10 toes deep, it's just me. Yes, we all have our reasons why we isolate, why we don't trust people to handle certain things, and why we feel like we are on our own. But majority of us still have people who love us, people who we can count on to pour love into us and to nurture us, and who we do that for as well. So you better tell them that you love them while they're here. You better tell them that you appreciate them while they're here. You better tell them that you got them in the event that shit hits the fan, and that you guys can band together, because we gonna need a certain sense of community and family. So that's really it, y'all. I know that got real heavy at the end, but I have to be honest with you guys. That whole reading was heavy as hell because it's Mars retrograde. Mars is a planet of action, of defense, of war. Do you understand? The planet of war is in retrograde in a time of warfare. Do y'all understand that? Because that's not it's not a necessarily positive energy. It's gonna be rough, and then Saturn is in retrograde on top of that. So y'all just be ready. That's all I have to say. Please listen, your girl is bomb. Just book me, okay? Just book me. Book me for your birth charts. Book me for your readings. Book me for this tea time and tarot, because the ticket's only about to be $11. Y'all can book your last quarter moon and new moon readings for only $11. If you don't got $40, just book the $11, okay? Just book me. Your girl is bomb. I'm bomb with astrology. I've been getting better and better. My tarot readings are getting quicker and quicker because it's all becoming downloads. And oh, that's what I wanted to talk to y'all about real quick before I head out. So I want to just talk to y'all about readings, and tarot readings, because every tarot reader is different, okay? Some tarot readers literally just read tarot. They go solely off the meanings of the tarot cards and they give you their interpretation based on that. Some tarot readers are telepathic in that they can sense certain things, and they're mediums and they pull things from your ancestors or your spirit guides, and they channel those downloads and they give you that. Don't talk about my nose, my allergies, Jay. But yeah, that's some readers, right? You have some readers that are clairaudient. You have some readers that have visions. So every reader is different, okay? It just depends on what you need. For me, I am clairaudient. I channel downloads and I do tarot. I also throw shells. That's usually yes or no type situations. And I have a pendulum that I use. That doesn't mean that if you decide to get into divination that that's going to be your thing. Some of y'all may not even connect with tarot cards. For me, because I hear certain things in my head and I feel certain things in my body, the cards just come out and confirm and kind of put the pieces together for what I'm trying to say. But for you, you may be a bone thrower or a rune thrower, or maybe you don't want to use any tools. So I can't tell y'all how to craft your style of divination if you choose to go that route. And y'all not going to be able to do exactly what I do, okay? All I can tell you is my understanding of the tarot and my understanding of astrology. So, I mean, I don't know, how else to explain that to y'all. It's just a gift that happens, that comes to me, and I use the cards to piece the message together so that it can make sense as I say it, because when I'm hearing it from spirit, it doesn't sound like me talking out of my mouth. I hope that makes sense, but I just wanted to share that with y'all because I've had a lot of people ask me how do tarot readings work and this and that, and I'm like, it's different. It just depends. With me, it's kind of like a counseling session. I'm gonna pull out some shit that you've already been thinking yourself, some things that have been hidden in your subconscious, and then I'm going to ask you some questions to see where you're blocked at, and we're going to go from there. That's how I conduct my readings for the most part. But not everybody does that, okay? So you have to you know, it depends on who you're working with. For me, that's how I work. But yeah, that's it, y'all. Book your readings on 11moons11.com. That's the word 11 moons, the number 11.com. Again, look out for my story tomorrow because I have a special surprise for y'all, and I hope y'all click on the link and go ahead and buy it. And make sure y'all participate in the poll for Tea Time and Tarot. All right, I know they got heavy at the end of that reading, but I hope those messages were profound for y'all. Y'all really need to go back and watch this live through and through because I really dropped a lot of information in here, and I hope this was helpful for someone. I also hope you all have a wonderful night, and I'll see y'all next week.